Want to create a stunning Ferrari F1 timeline animation that looks like it came straight out of a Formula One documentary? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, entirely in Filmora. So I recently came across this incredible video by a creator called VINCI. He created this beautiful timeline animation in DaVinci Resolve, and I thought, can I recreate this in Filmora? And the answer is absolutely yes. So full credit to VINCI for the inspiration. But today, I'm breaking down how to build this same professional-looking animation using Filmora, step by step. And the best part? You can customize this for any timeline. Sports cars, tech evolution, historical events, whatever you want. So let's dive in and get started. Okay, let's get started. Start by dragging this background onto your timeline and scaling it up so that it fills up the entire screen. Then retime its duration to 10 seconds. This is going to be the length of our video, our animation. Then simply duplicate it and make it a compound clip. Rename the compound clip to Section 1 and change its width to 3840, then press OK. Go into your Section 1, and for now, let's remove this background and bring in a gradient background. Reside the background to fill up the entire screen. What we are going to create is this. Let's do that. Go to Shape Tools and choose the Pen tool. Now start drawing with your pen tool. Then go to Effects and under Presets, choose Neon. Change the color to yellow and increase the radius to 3. Lower the intensity a bit, about halfway, and set these two settings to 0. You should now have this glowing yellow line. Now let's animate the yellow line. Go to Trim Path, and at the beginning of your clip, set a keyframe on End and set its value to 0. Move forward a few frames and set End to 100. You should have this animated line like this. Bring in your circle and resize it. Go to Effects and search for Glow. Select the AI Caption Glow and apply it to the image of your circle. Lower the blur strength to 0 and increase the intensity. Resize it and place it at the end of your yellow line. Now we don't want the circle just popping up like that. We want it to animate. So we're going to create a zoom-in animation for it. Go forward a few frames, about 3 or 4 frames, and set a keyframe. Then go to the beginning of the circle and set the scale to 0. Now it should animate nicely. Now let's do the second line, the white line. It's going to be the same process. Go to Shape Tools and pick the Pen tool and start drawing your line. Go to Effects. Set the radius to 3. Lower the intensity to about halfway and set these two settings to 0. Then change the color of your line to white. Now let's animate it the same way we animated the first one. Set the Trim Path End to 0 at the beginning. Move forward a few frames and then set it to 100. And now let's bring in our big circle. Bring in a circle again. Go to Effects and bring in your glow effect again. Set the blur to 0 and increase the intensity to about 1.5. Resize it and place it like that. Now, we want the big circle to animate a bit differently from the small circle. We want it to appear as if it's being drawn. So, go to Mask and choose a line mask. Set the rotation to 90, and now take down the width value until you cannot see the circle anymore. Go to the beginning of the clip and set a keyframe on the rotation. Go forward a few frames and set the rotation to 270. And now you should have your circle animating like that. Increase the blur strength of it so that we can smooth out the ends, and it should look something like that. Good. Nice. Now let's bring in our car. Go back to your media again and bring in your car. All the assets used in this video will be available in the description. So, bring in your car, and as you can see, it's facing the wrong direction. So, go to Transform and flip it. Now we're going to resize it and place it on top of the circle, just like that. But we want it to look like it's coming out of the circle, so we want it to look like it's inside the circle. So, we're going to place a circular mask around the car. Go to Mask and select a circular mask. We're going to position our mask to cut out our car in a circular shape so that it looks like it's coming out of the circle. Let me zoom in a bit so that we can see better. Perfect. And once you're satisfied with that, we're going to go forward about 4 to 5 frames after the start of the car. Set a keyframe on Position. Now, this keyframe is for the mask. You have to go to Basic and set another keyframe on Position for the car itself. Then go back to the beginning. On the car keyframe, go to X and move it to the right. This will create another keyframe at the beginning. But we can still see the car, so go to Mask and move the mask to the right. And now, when we play it back, it should look like that. Now let's bring in our year counter animation. This will also be available in the assets, but let me quickly show you how I did it. It requires Filmora's creative assets, but I'm going to show you how to bypass that. This is purely for educational purposes. I am not encouraging you to bypass any of Filmora's rules. So go to Effects and search for Number. You should find Number Counter. You should have the number slider. Drag it to an empty space and set the end number to the number that you want. For this case, it's going to be 1950. When you play it, it's going to animate and then stop at 1950. So you can just go to Media and press Screen Record. Simply record that animation and bring it inside your project. I have already done that. I'm simply going to bring it in like this. Go to Mask, select a rectangular mask, then go to Effects and search for Black. You will find Remove Black Background effect. It will remove the black background, and you're left with this white text. Resize it and position it above the car or wherever you want it to appear. We want it to persist after it is done counting, so we're going to go to the end. On the timeline, we're going to add a freeze frame and simply extend our freeze frame to 10 seconds. And that's the first section done. Now stretch out all our clips to the 10-second mark. After that, select all our clips excluding the background. Select all of them and press Command-G to group them together. Now we're going to create the second part of the first section, and it's pretty much going to be the same thing. So I'm going to speed run through this.
Is that table vibrant? Vibra, 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 vibra. Yeah, is that table vibrant? Vibra, 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 vibra. Faith, spirit, yeah. Vibra, 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 vibra. We move sharp, we move wiser. No time for the low vibes. We rise up, reach higher. It costs no face time.
And once you're done with the second part, you're going to select everything and group it together. Let's change the color so that we can tell the two groups apart. So we have Group 1 and Group 2. Now we're going to copy both groups, Command-C, and then we're going to create a new compound clip, like this. Rename it to Section 2, set its width to 3840. In Section 2, we're going to paste the two groups that we copied from Section 1. Now we have Section 2 like this. We simply ungroup them so that we can work on them as individuals. And from here, we are simply going to replace our assets, so you don't have to redo them again. We are simply replacing. For example, let me show you. We're going to replace this car, the Ferrari from 1950, with this one from 1975. We're going to drag it on top of our old Ferrari, and it will replace it. It's facing the wrong direction, so let's flip it. So you don't have to reanimate it, it's already animated. And then let's also replace the number slider like that. As you see, the position remains the same, and the styling remains the same. Now just add a freeze frame at the end and extend it. And now let's replace the second car with this one, the Ferrari from 2004. Let's flip it. And let's take the number slider from 2004 and put it here. And then just add a freeze frame. And we're done. And we did the whole animation in just half the time. Now go back to Section 1, and we're going to find where our animation in Section 1 ends. We can see it ends here on the 5-second mark. So we're going to go to Section 2, move the playhead to the 5-second mark, and then select everything in Section 2. We're going to drag it so that everything starts at the 5-second mark. So from 0 to 5 seconds, you see nothing, and then when it gets to 5 seconds, that's where the animation in Section 2 starts. Go back to Section 1 and select the first group. Copy it and create another compound clip again. We are going to name this Section 3. Set its width to 3840, press OK. Under Section 3, we're going to paste our Section 1 Group 1. Then we're going to do the same, simply start by ungrouping it so that you can work on the individual clips, and then simply replace everything. Swap out everything without having to edit it again. Now go to Section 2 and let's see where the animation of Section 2 ends. It ends on the 10-second mark. Wait. Okay, let's retime, because the whole animation should last 10 seconds. Section 1 should only be about 3 seconds. Let's adjust Section 2 accordingly. Remember, we want our animation to only be 10 seconds, but you can time this however you want. I'm just showing you the example here. Section 2 will end at 7 seconds. Go to Section 3, go to the 7-second mark, select all your clips, and then set their beginning position at the 7-second mark. Now we're going to create one final compound clip. Let's just call it Final. Set its width to 1920 and height to 1080. Press OK. Now we're going to bring Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3 into our new compound clip, the final compound clip. So place Section 1 first, Section 2 on top of it, and Section 3 on top of that. Wait, let's go to Section 2. Go to the 10-second mark and delete everything after 10 seconds. We want all of our clips to be 10 seconds. Section 3, let's do the same. Go to 10 seconds, select everything, and delete, and then retime everything to 10 seconds. And simply reposition all the clips like this. And now all our sections are connected like that. Now go back to the main timeline and delete everything here. We just need this one named Final. Go into the final compound clip and delete the background. Go to your final compound clip and increase its scale to 200. And now we're going to animate it to move from right to left. So set a keyframe on position, move forward a bit and drag it to the left. Move forward again and drag it to the left again. Click on the compound clip, go to Bezier curve and select Ease Out. And just like that, we're done. The only thing that's left is now to add your sound effects and a bit of styling, color it, and pretty much make it your own. Thank you for watching.